Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Let us study about magnetism. Any body which possesses the power of attracting pieces of iron is known as magnet, and the property of a body by virtue of which this attraction takes place is known as magnetism. Example of magnetic materials are iron, cobalt, nickel, etc. And examples of non-magnetic materials are paper, wood, glass, plastics, etc. And there are two types of magnets, permanent and electromagnet. Permanent magnets retain their magnetism after the magnetic field used to magnetize them has been removed. And these are of two types, natural and artificial. Natural magnets are comparatively weak, of irregular shape, and of arbitrary size. These cannot be effectively employed to serve useful purposes. The materials such as special steel, hardened steel, and alloys can be transformed into permanent magnet. These are termed as artificial magnet. If the magnetization is done by passing electric current in a coil surrounding the material, the magnet is termed as electromagnet. Next is magnetic induction. The phenomenon by which a magnetic substance becomes magnet when it is placed near a magnet is called magnetic induction. A magnet has two distinctive properties, attraction and repulsion, for magnetic substances and other magnets, and the two ends of a magnet are called north and south poles. A magnet will point towards north and south when freely suspended in air. Next is magnetic field. It is the space or region around a magnet within which the magnetic effect can be detected. Figure shows the magnetic lines of force around a bar magnet. The influence of a magnet is felt in the space around it, and this region of its influence is usually referred to as field of the magnet. The magnetic influence is invisible. It can be represented by lines. Such lines are called lines of force, which are shown as leaving the North Pole and entering at the South Pole. If the lines of force are extended into the magnet also, they are called lines of magnetization. Lines of magnetization and lines of force form closed lines. Such lines are called lines of induction. Magnetic flux represented by phi. It is the total number of magnetic lines of force in a magnetic field, and its unit is Weber. Magnetic flux density. The flux passing through a unit area through a plane at right angles to the plane is called magnetic flux density, represented by B. B is equal to phi by A, and its unit is Weber per meter square or Tesla. Magnetomotive force, MMF. It is the cause producing flux in a magnetic circuit and is analogous to EMF in an electric circuit. And MMF is given by N into I, where N is the number of turns of the coil and I is the current flowing through it. And its unit is ampere turns. Magnetic field intensity or magnetizing force. Magnetic field intensity at any point in a magnetic field is the force experienced by a unit north pole placed at that point, and it is denoted by the letter H. H is also given by mmf per unit length of the magnetic flux path, and we have H is equal to Ni by L, and its unit is ampere turns per meter. Permeability represented by mu. The ability of a material to conduct magnetic flux through it is called permeability or absolute permeability of that material. The permeability of free space or air is given by mu 0 and is equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 Henry per meter. We have the flux density B directly proportional to the magnetizing force which produces it. That is, B is proportional to H, and from this we get the constant of proportionality mu equal to B by H. That is, flux density divided by the magnetizing force. Relative permeability mu R. The relative permeability of a medium or material is defined as the ratio of the flux density produced in that medium or material to the flux density produced in vacuum by the same magnetizing force. That is, mu r is equal to flux density in the medium divided by flux density in vacuum, or mu r is equal to absolute permeability of the material divided by permeability of vacuum or air. That is, absolute permeability is represented by mu divided by permeability of vacuum is mu 0. From this we get mu is equal to mu 0 into mu r, and we have mu 0 is equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 Henry per meter. And the relative permeability of vacuum or free space is unity. That is, mu r of vacuum or free space is unity. Next is reluctance. It is the property of a magnetic circuit by which the setting up of flux is opposed, or it is given by S is equal to mmf divided by flux. That is, S is reluctance. That is, the ratio of mmf to the flux is denoted by reluctance, and also we have reluctance S is equal to L divided by mu into A, or L divided by mu 0 mu r into A, where L is the length of magnetic path and A is the cross-sectional area, and its unit is given by ampere turns per Weber. Permeance represented by the letter P. It is the reciprocal of reluctance, and it is the readiness with which magnetic flux is developed. That is, P is equal to 1 divided by S, or flux divided by mmf, and its unit is Weber per ampere turns. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please like, share with your friends, and also subscribe my channel.